Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jivan Mukta and Videha Mukta. O teacher, kindly tell me what is that experience is like? Because when we are able to recognize the importance and value of something, then only we will follow that. Like some people have a great attraction, importance, value for the health. So they will be doing exercise regularly, go to the gym, do the yoga, and take care of their food intake because they are convinced life is only you should be healthy and that's all. The other people are convinced the other way around. Their understanding is that I should have more money and I should do something so that I am the richest man in the world. So they will be following a different path. In the same manner, there are few, they are not 12 to a dozen, very few, who are interested in something higher in life. And there's something higher in, are we just born? Are we just growing? Are we going to die one day? Is this all life? This is how an ideal seeker is explained through the character of Nachiketa in Kathopanishad. And in Mundakopanishad, a beautiful mantra tells us, a seeker is born when? There are two things. We are born as a man, woman, a human being. And this body that is born is going to die. And we have had hundreds of bodies till date. Nothing new. First baby body, then teenage body. And this body will go one day. So this body which our parents gave us is subject to destruction because it is created. Now there is another birth. And that birth is a seeker is born. When is a seeker born? Parikshalokan karmachitan brahmanaham nirvedamayat na asti akritaha krutena tad vijnanartham gurumeva vigachet samit panihi shrotriyam brahmanishtham. We have been living our life, same thing every day. One day, if we are little bit aware of our own life, so we pause. And then, Parikshalokan karmachitan. What we have done till date? See? So we come to this conclusion. Till date, we have done only one thing, unsuccessfully. Tried to fulfill our desires. Right from childhood onwards, till date, I want this, I want that, I want this, and we are getting it, and yet there is no fulfillment in life. See? Such a person, he will have nirvedamaya, he will definitely have dispassion in his heart. So when a seeker is born, when dispassion kindles, enough of this world. Nachiket says, Sasyamiva martyaha pachyate sasyamiva jayate punaha. Like the grass we grow and like the grass we perish. Is this all life? Or life is much more than this? And to whom this thought will come? He who has lived a life intelligently, not intellectually. Intellectuals are more miserable than average people. They justify being miserable and therefore don't want to come out of it. Therefore, such a person, he who has just started contemplating, he is bound to get dispassion nirveda maya. And then he will conclude, Nasti akritaha krutena. That which is eternally present cannot be a product of any action. What we have been doing this, doing that. So first we do karma, then we do yoga, then we do upasana, then we are all the time worried about our figure. I should not have more weight, I should be this. Okay, do it. But what next? Then Nirveda Maya. Then he comes to know that till date, what we have really achieved in our life is nothing. And then we start imagining, if I go there, I will be better. If I go there, I will be earning more. And continuously moving here and there, and ultimately, this is how I have written the autobiography of a Gujarati. I don't know why, but every Gujarati is born in Navsari. And after birth, he doesn't like Gujarat, Navsari. Then he goes to Ahmedabad. After going there, he is not satisfied. Then he comes to Mumbai. Gujarati never goes to Bombay. He comes to Mumbai. These Marathi people now are shouting Mumbai, Mumbai. Gujaratis have never called Mumbai as a Bombay. So they want to go to Mumbai. You know, there is one Gujarati newspaper, Mumbai Samachar. It is not Bombay Samachar. Thereafter, staying in Mumbai for a few years, they are not satisfied. Then they want to go to USA. So go to USA. Are satisfied? No. I must get green card. And they work hard. Maharashtrians work hardly. Gujarati work hard. So they work hard and they get the green card. Are they satisfied? No. I think I should work hard more and I should get the US citizenship. And they work hard and they get it. By then they are 65. Then let us go back to Navsari and settle there. Purnamadaha Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate. What are we achieving in our life? See? Therefore, nasti akritaha krutena. Therefore, one comes to this conclusion. Enough of the struggle to achieve something in this world. Then we go to Prem Puri Ashram. And again coming to Prem Puri Ashram, here there is, it is a spiritual multiplex. See? On one floor it is the Chappan Bhog going on. Other place it is the Sabudana Khichadi. Homeopathy. See? All this. And finally, with great God's grace, be attentive. We do not get into Vedanta studies without the grace of God. Ishvara eva pumsam advaita vasana. How do we know that God's grace is showering on us? When we are naturally attracted towards this absolute non-dual reality. Then, Tadvijnanartham Guru Mevayuk. Which Guru? The one who touches your back and makes your back straight? No. Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. The one who is well versed in the scriptures and the one who is living that life. See, once I was in Baroda Management Association. They say, Swami, you always go to Ahmedabad. You never come to Baroda, please come. So I went. By noon flight I reached there by 1:32, finished the lecture, by night flight back to Bombay. So nothing with me. So when I went for the lecture, I said yes. So they introduced Swamiji so and so. And now we request Swamiji to speak to us on spirituality and business. I said, my lecture will be over in one sentence. Make spirituality a business. And this is what most of the people get lost. See, friends. Therefore, Tadvijnanatham Gurumevavi Gachet Shrotriyam and Brahmanishtam. And then we are exposed to the scriptures. And the vision of ours, presently vision, that undergoes change. And that is important. Study of scriptures is meant only for changing our myopic vision. We are all suffering from the myopia, under the influence of Maya. So Maya ka pee liya, myopia. And such a student now is exposed to these Tejobindu Upanishad. And then Kartikeya ji asked his father, Lord Shiva, please tell me, I have heard a lot about Jivan Mukta, Videhi Mukta. What is that? What is that experience like? So when we go to Satsanga, we are exposed to something which we have never heard. And after that, there are many doubts. So first, I do not know is replaced by the Shravana. No, I heard, but there are many doubts. Then doubts are removed by reflection or the mananam. And after that is over, then we are committed to this spiritual life 24/7. And for that, I don't have to change a place, I don't have to change the position, nothing. Wherever we are, there we are leading this knowledge. Nididhyasana is 100% commitment to the cause. Nididhyasana is not meditation. And when we are thus committed to this, then slowly worldly things and worldly experiences will become our guru. And then we start learning from our every experience. And once we get into this mode of learning from every experience, then understand Guru is manifested in our heart. And such a Guru tells, Sarva Sankalpahinatma Vaidehi Mukta Eva Saha Nishkalatma Nirmalatma Buddhatma Purushatmakaha Anandadi Vihinatma Amrutatma Mrutatmakaha कालत्रय स्वरूपात्मा कालत्रय विवर्जितः अखिलात्मा ह्यमेयात्मा मानात्मा मानवर्जितः नित्य प्रत्यक्ष रूपात्मा नित्य प्रत्यक्ष निर्णयः. So now we are told, what is your essential nature? What is the experience of the Videha Mukta? He who is abiding in the truth so much that after the body is dropped, he doesn't come back again to this world. So what is Nishkalatma? Nishkalatma means he who has no impurities in his mind, no intentions, no approach to the world as to what will I get. Nishkalatma, pure. And Nirmalatma, no mala. Raga, Dvesha, Kama, Krodha, Ityadi, these impurities are not there. Buddhatma, and therefore he is living in his experience without creating an experiencer. These two words we should understand. Knowledge, jnanam, and experience, bodha. Knowledge is subjected to change, to forget. But both the experience can never be lost. And therefore, once we have the experience, there is no fear of losing it. Anandadi vihinatma amrutatma mrutatmakaha. So this one is beyond the ananda and dukkha and mortal and immortal, and kalatraya sarupatma In him only the three periods of time are superimposed, but essentially he is beyond the impact of the three periods of time. Now let us take this time principle. See, yesterday we have seen a little bit. Time is a concept of mind established after studying the sequence of events. If there are no sequence of events, time is not born. So, morning we get up, event number one. Then we go to washroom, event number two. Then we have a cup of tea, event number three. One by one, one by one. So, time. Oh God, for 2 hours I was sleeping, event number like that. Now, if you stop the sequence to be happening, meaning one event has happened and there you stop. Let the second event not happen. So where the time has gone, what we understand time is in fact not time. It is a measurement of time. Past, present and future is a measurement of time. The real meaning of time, Bhagavan Krishna tells in 11th chapter of Gita. Kalosmi loka kshayakrut pravruddha. I am the principle of time, which is supporting all the changes that are happening without itself undergoing any change. That is the meaning here, Kalatrayi Vivarjitaha. In the absolute, there is no past, present, future. Now this can be applied straight away to ourselves. How can it be done? Only by observing our day-to-day life. First, whenever we talk to others, we talk about our past. So what should be the practice to come to this experience? Kalatrayi Vivarjitaha. So, drop the past. Meaning, do not talk about the past. First step. The second thing, do not talk to yourself, because when we talk to ourselves, we talk about the future. Two things. So we have to drop the past by remaining as nobody, and we stop talking to ourselves by suspension of the projection about the unborn future. Net result is we are in the present. The present without the past and the future is the presence. Kalatraya Vivarjitaha. Now, one step further. Do we have any choice that I want to live yesterday? No choice. Do you have a choice I want to live tomorrow? No choice. We have to live only now. Kalatraya Vivarjitaha. So, to remain in the utter present without reference to the past and the future, that is our natural state. See? Therefore, Kalatraya Sarupatma, and when these three periods of time are there, past, present and future, all of them illuminated by me. When I talk about the past, present and future and do not get influenced by them as real, then I am walking the spiritual path. And therefore, wise men never think about writing the autobiography. I was born on 30th of February in Jumritalaya, under a tree. Who has the experience of birth? Somebody tells and we accept. See? Therefore, Kalatraya Surupatma, Kalatraya Vivarjita, Akhilatma hi Ameyatma, Manatma, Manavarjita. I give importance and value to every experience, but I am beyond all these relative experiences. Mana means measurements. So all our sense organs fall in the purview of mana. The eyes measure the light frequencies. Beyond the Vibgyor, violet and red, beyond these light frequencies, our eyes do not function. So eyes become the measurement of the light. In this manner, he is manatma manavarjitaha. But from the absolute standpoint, there are no differences because of the five sense organs. Nitya pratyaksha rupatma, nitya pratyaksha nirnayaha. And it is eternal presence that we are. Many times, when you sit by yourself, I don't know whether it bothers you or not, suppose you sit for meditation, and sometimes the mind is disturbed. So, we suffer that time. Don't suffer. Sometimes the mind will be very calm and quite wonderful. Sometimes the mind is disturbed, never mind. Get involved in something else. It is not a military drill every day. Sit tight. Don't think. No. If your mind is not available, then give the mind some other job. Do the japa. If it is not cooperating, never mind. Do some cleaning business. Clean the toilet, clean the bathroom, dry everything, wipe the house. Then the mind will think it is better to sit quiet and do japa. Instead of that, we are fighting with the mind. See? There was one child and he was not ready to study. And all the time he will like to see, these days, this mobile phones useless, all the children and parents are super useless. In today's world, digital world, you know what is a digital world? Children are never born, they are downloaded. And the parents are who? Google is the Bap. Ask anything, he will tell you. And Amazon is the mother. Whatever you want, you can get there. And the children are downloaded. Such a digital world, what kind of life they are leading? See? So constantly getting engaged in all nonsense. So that child was not ready to leave the mobile phone. So she was taken to the ophthalmologist. And ophthalmologist means who? He looks into your eyes. So then they put the torch and wanted to see. And then frightened, what is going to happen? You see you want to see the camera or the phone? See the phone. Because the phone, this is happening. Next time onwards, I don't want to see phone. See, Vishasman Vata Pavate, be attentive. With love, nothing happens in this world. With fear, everything can happen. But today's world, हम दो हमारा आधा आधा. And then the children are not sprinkled with love. They are hose piped. Both of them are earning. And anything that dumb child asks, you have to provide. See? And they become so obstinate, jiddi. Give one hard and make them straight. See, friends. Swamiji, you don't have your child, therefore you don't understand. Rote raho. See? Therefore, Nitya Pratyaksha Rupatma, Nitya Pratyaksha Nirnayaha. Don't get involved in this world too much. Anyahina swabhavatma, anyahina swayam prabha, vidya avidyadi meyatma, vidya avidyadi varjitaha. So that experience where although otherness is perceived, but a sense of otherness is not developed. See, see the differences, but don't differentiate on the force of differences. See, what is our country today? We talk only about differences. One of my friend in USA, he came to India when I was there. For about 2 months, he moved around in India. First time he came. And when he came back, he came and met me. He said, Swamiji, I had been to your India. It's a lovely country, most beautiful, amazing. But one thing I could not see anywhere. What is that? I could not see an Indian. I saw Gujarati, Tamilian, Bengali, Marathi, no Indian. Because we talk about differences. Differences, perception is not the problem. When our life is guided under the influence of differences, then the samsara begins. Therefore, when Bhagavan says, Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshosti na priyaha, these differences, if they are creating problem, then we are in a samsara. So, anyahina svabhavatma, anyahina swayam prabha. So, this experience of, although seeing the differences, not getting influenced by differences, is natural to this Vaidehi Purusha, Vidya Avidyadi Meyatma, and he who is both beyond the knowledge and ignorance, as well as both of them are totally unaffecting or non-existing in him. Nityanitya Vihinatma Iha Mutra Vivarjitaha Shamadhi Shatka Shunyatma Mokshatvadi Varjitaha. Now from here, the spiritual practice which a Vedanta student is supposed to have is indicated. First, Nityanitya Vihinatma. There are four qualities which are necessary for the study of Vedanta. You have to have them. But is there any quota? There is no quota. This quota system is destroying the whole world. For the death also there should be quota. No. So here, what is the first quality? Nitya Nitya Vivekaha. So discrimination one must have. Discrimination means what is real, what is not real. Now apply this principle. All that is subject to change is not real, and that which is not subject to change is real. Now this is the definition of Nitya Nitya Viveka. Then I can give lecture on this. No, work on it. Then we come to discover that all that we have experienced through our sense organs, mind, intellect is subject to change. Therefore, it cannot be me. Now take one by one. Our faculties, sense organs, as they were right in the childhood, now they have changed. Then our liking and disliking, what we used to like as child, now what we like, that has changed. Then our priorities have changed. Then our values have changed. But in and through all the changes, there is one principle which hasn't changed at all. So Nitya Anitya Vivekaha first. Now when this discrimination is practiced properly, what will happen? We will grow wise. And what is the wise? Yes, things happen like this. But our problem is why I am getting this kind of children who don't listen to me. See? Don't get worried by that. This happens to everyone in the whole world. Things are like that, accept them gracefully and cheerfully. Nityanitya Viveka. If we are not able to practice it, then we become only erudite scholars. Second thing, Iha Mutra Vivarjitaha. And Iha Mutra Vivarjita means he is no more concerned about what will I get now and what will I get hereafter. See, one simple principle I'll tell you. Just work on it. All of us live always only now. There is no option. When we are listening, at this moment only, the truth is revealed. Not after the lecture is over, I will go and do meditation and then go to sleep. Nothing will happen. This is such a simple rule. Everything happens only now. Nothing happens tomorrow or yesterday. So, what will be the spiritual practice? Let us learn to live in the now 100%. And how to live 100% in the now? Now, be attentive. Whenever we are happy only now. And that happiness doesn't come from outside. It comes when we are able to understand the wit and the humor. See? It's very simple. Therefore, when we get some joke, we listen to that joke and we laugh, ha ha ha. That happiness is the divine happiness. We haven't got anything. See? Again and again reflect on this. So we'll come to a conclusion. The real spiritual practice is be happy. What we are doing, we are trying to become happy. Becoming happy is in the future period of time. Being happy is now. See? Iha mutra vivarjita. And being happy means living at zero complaint level. So, iha mutra vivarjitaha. So, no more desires are bothering us. We are at peace with ourselves. Then, the third quality of the Vedanta student is Shamadhi Shataka Sampatti. Shama, Dama, Uparati, Shraddha, Titiksha, Samadhana. 6 of them. So, Shamadhi Shataka Shunyatma. For this wise man, all this Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, Shraddha, Titiksha, Samadhana is no meaning because he has already transcended the mind. Shama is availability of the mind 24/7 whenever we want for whatever. This experiment I had told you probably. If I call one of you and tell, don't worry, I won't call, and ask you, please talk for next 3 minutes. This I did in one management conference. Talk on one topic I give you for 3 minutes. Now when all these management people with the necktie hurry, all CEOs and 5-digit salaried people, they came and the topic I gave them, very difficult topic. Sir, you please talk for next 3 minutes on cow. And he started talking, cow, cow, cow. I said, I am not asking you to do the japa. Cow, 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 cow. What to talk on the cow? So he was looking at me, but I was indifferent. I don't know what to talk on cow. That is not my subject. I said, there are still 2 minutes more, you have to stand there. You have to talk. Cow has 4 legs. A CEO talking on cow, it has 4 legs. And when the time was over, I said, now go. You have to. Now I'll call second person. All were hiding their faces. Now who is the victim? So I called one person. Now you talk. So he was expecting another animal will come. Then I told him, you talk on application of Einstein's principle of relativity in educating the children. Education is not my job. And I don't know Einstein's principle. I have not studied physics. How can I talk anything on this? So I was keeping quiet. I thought you will give some other animal. So when you told this man, earlier man to talk on cow, I had a talk going on in me. Hey, this is what, this is what, this is what. So I came over here and cow has gone and Einstein has come. Then I said, okay, go back. Then I said, now let us understand what we have achieved. We are given only 3 minutes for a particular job. If we cannot utilize 3 minutes perfectly in our whole life, can we utilize our total life perfectly? See, my friends, the reason is we are not aware of this. So the real spiritual practice for a Vedanta student is mind should be made available. And this can happen when we are no more slaves of the sense organs. Then Dhamma sadhana. Then third thing comes the uparati, effortless withdrawal from the world. How much effortless? As we change the TV channel by remote, so easily we should be able to drop the worldly topics instantaneously. Uparati. Then titiksha. Titiksha is we all have to go through difficulties. Go cheerfully. Bhagavan says in Gita, Matra Sparashastu Kaunteya Shitoshna Sukha Agama Apayena Anityan Tan Titikshasva Bharata. All the experiences that we gather through sense organs and the objects, every experience is Sukhada Dukkhada, whether giving joy or sorrows, all of them are beginning in time, remain for some time and then they end. Therefore, they are temporary. So, what is to be done? Only titikshasva, only endure. What cannot be cured must be endured. Like you are sitting over here. If you are not able to endure me, you will suffer. So, endure. What cannot be cured should be endured. But that is a pessimistic approach. Then what is the real approach? What cannot be endured, what cannot be endured should not be endured, but should be enjoyed. Convert the endurance into enjoyment. Like the small kids do. Anywhere they go, they are able to manage and be happy with it. Then comes the Shraddha. Shraddha is the inner strength which gives us a push to jump into the unknown dark. Shraddhavan lavate jnanam. And thereafter, last thing comes is the samadhan. So, the mind is at peace. Now, all these 6 things are shunyatma, no more required for the wise man because he has already been abiding in his essential nature and mumukshutva varjitaha. And similarly, he doesn't have mumukshutva, meaning the desire for liberation. What liberation? If you think you are in bondage, then only you talk about liberation. See, friends, we only imagine, without this I cannot be. There is nothing in this world which is essential for our survival. But we keep on depending on the things. So, Sthula Deha Vihinatma Sukshma Deha Vivarjitaha Karanadi Vihinatma Turyadi Vivarjitaha. Now, this wise man is no more holding on to the gross body, subtle body, causal body, or the Turiya. He is functioning through the gross body, but no more living as the gross body. He is functioning through the mind, but no more getting influenced by the vagaries of the mind. He is functioning through the limited knowledge, but he is not limited by the limitations of the knowledge. And Turiyadi Vivarjita, and for him, he is not the force, he is the one. There is no need to prove again and again, I am divine, I am divine. No. Now, this experience that we all have now is the experience like the space has, whether there are many people, there is no burden for the space, there are less people, there is no lightness for the space. When we catch this point, then we come to know all the experiences happen in the mind, but an experiencer is not born. Meaning, cold is felt, but that doesn't become a big issue. Noise is heard, but that doesn't become a big issue. So it is not being jada, it is not being inert, it is not being like a stone. Living full life, all experiences are happening, but none of the experiences are creating any personality. See, friends, this is the meaning. Turiyadi vivarjitaha, anna kosha vihinatma, prana kosha vivarjitaha, मन कोश विहीनात्मा विज्ञानादि विवर्जितः आनंद कोश विहीनात्मा पंच कोश विवर्जितः निर्विकल्प स्वरूपात्मा सविकल्प विवर्जितः. All the panchakoshas, they are no more a burden for this wise man. How these five koshas are burden for us? Number one, Annamaya Kosh, the gross body. Gross body is a burden for us. When we give too much importance to the waking experiences, then this gross body is a burden. Because the waking experiences happen only after identification with the gross body. If this is understood, accepted, now what will be naturally the spiritual practice? Let us find out whether we are living as body or we are living through the body. See? Like I am talking to you through the mic. So it doesn't matter whether this mic was earlier used by a cinema singer, whether this mic was used by a classical singer, or whether it was not used. It makes no difference to me. Exactly the same way. Whether eyes have seen the colors and forms, good and bad, whether ears have heard good or bad sounds, makes no difference. In this manner, Panchakosha Vihinatma means the limitations of the Panchakoshas are no more an issue for us. So the Annamaya Kosha, yes, it is born, it is growing first vertically, then horizontally, and one day it will perish. Yes, it is accepted. Lead thereafter a cheerful life. Many people, somehow or the other, they get into that mode. One day we have to die. No, you are already dead. Why wait for one day? See? The reply given by a small child, I really like that child's reply. Yes, Dadaji, one day we have to die, but rest of the days we can live. Yes, one day we will definitely die, no doubt about it. What about the rest of the days? Live happily. In this manner, when the gross body, the subtle body doesn't make any issue to us. And in the current sharira is the wrong notions. Wrong notions about ourselves, wrong notions about the world, wrong notion about God, and wrong notions about the spiritual practice. All these wrong notions are deleted without creating a new notion. I am successful, not successful, a notion. I am a man, I am woman, a notion. I am rich, I am poor, is a notion. But I am is not a notion. This is the meaning of all these mantras. Anna kosha vihinatma, prana kosha vivarjita, mana kosha vihinatma, vijnanadi vivarjita. Therefore, those who are studying the scriptures and contemplating in this line of thinking, their spiritual practice will not be like going to the temple, ringing the bell and making the arati and all the time. You can go and see that. They'll be making the flower garlands and talking about, my daughter-in-law is so horrible. She doesn't like to come to this temple. They say, when you take God's name, when you chant, there is peace. When you go to the temple, there is peace. But where? Where you are not. Go to the temple and make noise in the temple. The Vedantic sadhana is you are at peace with yourself. And thereafter conduct the business. If you have to go to temple, nothing wrong. If you have to go to market is required. See? But our abidance in the truth begins with non-reactionary performance in this world. We don't react, we only act. And when we act, a personality is not born. When we react, a personality is born. See? When we take food, and when we demand a particular type of food, a lot of difference. In this manner, the Ananda Kosha Hinatma Panchakosha Vivarjitaha Nirvikalpa Sarupatma Savikalpa Vivarjitaha. So Nirvikalpa, be attentive. Nirvikalpa means what? Vikalpa means option. This is which color? This is yellow or this is green? Vikalpa. Now it is 2019 or 2020 Vikalpa. We always get it. Today is what date? 16 or 17? 16 I think. No, 17. See? Vikalpa. About everything in this world, there is Vikalpa. Vikalpa means options. Options means is and is not. Now, is there any Vikalpa about our being? I am or I am not, this vikalpa is not there. So that which does not have an option, this non-optional experience is living in God. And this can be further strengthened by giving ourselves minimum choice. Lesser the choice we give to ourselves, we develop this faculty of living a non-optional life. Sarva vikalpa vivarjitaha. There is no vikalpa. Vikalpa, what is this world, who am I, what is God, all these vikalpas have gone. And दृश्यानुविद्धहीनात्मा शब्द विद्ध विवर्जितः सदा समाधि शून्यात्मा आदि मध्यांत वर्जितः. Drishanuviddha and Shabdanuviddha Varjitaha. These are the types of samadhis. Drishanuviddha samadhi is that wherein you take an object and look at it, but do not allow any impression to be formed on your mind. First step. Second step, again look at the object, remove the object, your vision is as it is. Add few more objects, there is no burden on your vision. So Drishanuviddha samadhi will be yatra yatra manoyati tatra tatra samadhaya. Whatever is seen or not seen, it makes no impact on the vision. The world is only two things, name and form. Forms are perceived through the vision and names are perceived through the ears, the hearing ability or the faculty. That is the Drishyanuviddha samadhi. And the Shabdanuviddha samadhi, first sounds. We hear the sound Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Then we listen to the silence. Om Namah Shivaya. And after we are clear what is the meaning of the sound and absence of sound, thereafter we again start Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And then we come to discover both these things, sound and silence, are illuminated by me who is beyond the sound and silence. Abiding in this experience is called as Shabdanuviddha Samadhi. Infinite is that to which nothing can be added and nothing can be taken away. Our vision is infinite. Whether you are 100 or you are 1,000 or nobody, makes no difference to the vision. Ears, whether it's the Lord's name or it's a music, makes no difference. Smells, whether bad smell or good smell, nose illuminates both the smells equally. Mind, good thoughts, bad thoughts, mind doesn't bother. And a conscious principle that we are, whether waking, dream, deep sleep or samadhi, it makes no difference to this conscious reality. Living in this wisdom is natural for the Videha Mukta Purush. And therefore, Drishyanuviddha Heenatma Shabda Vivarjita Shabda Viddha Vivarjitaha Sada Samadhi Shunyatma. And therefore, he is not doing Samadhi. He is living 24/7 in his own being. Be attentive. Samadhi belongs to the Upadhi. Waking is intellect oriented. Dream is mind oriented. Deep sleep is ahankar oriented. And samadhi is chitta oriented. This has nothing to do with pure consciousness. See? The sound is mic oriented. The light is the bulb oriented. The heat is the heater oriented. The cold is the fridge oriented. It has nothing to do with electricity. In electricity, all these four things don't exist. Exactly the same way. For the intellect, waking experiences. For the dream, for the mind, dream experiences. For the ahankar is not ego. Ahankar is the principle because of which the five elements remain together in the form of a body and there is no disintegration of the five elements and the body is not destroyed. That principle because of which this happens, that principle is called as ahankar. And then chitta is a store of memories. And therefore, these belong to only the upadhi, doesn't belong to the self. Therefore, it is said here, he is samadhi shunyatma, because he has already transcended the subtle body. Prajnana vakya hinatma aham brahmasmi varjitaha tattvamasyadi hinatma अयमेत्यात्म भावकः ओंकार वाच्य हीनात्मा सर्व वाच्य विवर्जितः अवस्थात्रय हीनात्मा अक्षरात्मा चिदात्मकः आत्मज्ञेयादि हीनात्मा यत्किंचित् इदम् आत्मकः भाना भान विहीनात्मा वैदेही मुक्त एव सः. So these are the various stages through which a seeker has to go. First, the Mahavakya Upadesh is done by the teacher. First, the truth is defined. Defined by Prajnanam Brahma. This is called as the definition of the truth through the Aitharya Upanishad Mahavakya. So, Prajnana Vakya Heenatma, for him he is not to be told that consciousness is the reality. Then, Aham Brahmasmi Varjitaha, he is no more talking about Aham Brahmasmi. Then, Tattvamasyadi Heenatma, Tattvamasi the Upadesha Vakya. Instructions are given by the Guru to the disciple through this statement, Tattvamasi. Heenatma doesn't have to bother about it. And Ayam Atma, Brahma, this also is indicated and transcended by this wise man. Therefore, Omkara Vachya Hinatma, that which is indicated by the Omkara, that also is dropped, and in this manner he is abiding in the truth. If you just observe your own being, without any efforts, your body has become still, your breathing has become slow and shallow, and at this moment we are neither man nor woman, just being. Having recognized this truth, and it cannot be recognized as other than I, knowing has to be being, and being has to be knowing. We don't have to become divine. Becoming happens because of the upadhis. So when all these upadhis are discarded, therefore, bhana bhana videhatma, vihinatma vaidehi mukta eva saha. In this manner, Atmanam eva vikshasva, Atmanam bodhayasvakam, Swamatmanam swayam mukshva, swastu bhavashadhanana. After having given this all description about the Videha Mukta and the Jivan Mukta, now the Guru Father Shiva tells to Kartikeya that Atmanam eva vikshasva. This is how come to recognize yourself. Evam, like this. Like what we have seen so far. Evam Atmanam vikshasva. It is not a gain, nor it was a loss. In Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter, Bhagavan brings the same way. See? In this manner, he who recognizes me as Purushottama, then Sarva Bhavena Bharata, under all experiences, he continues to be that alone. And what is that alone experience? Etad buddhva buddhiman syat krutakrutyaschya bharata. Life has attained fulfillment in life. There are no loose ends left. There is nothing that needs to be added. There is no fear of losing anything. In the language of devotion, Bhagavan says, Ananya Shintayanto Mam Yejana Paripasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. Yoga, something is needed, and Kshema, whatever is protected. Both things are taken care of. Devotee says the God has taken care of, and wise man says there is no need. See? Atmanam eva vikshasva, Atmanam bodhayasvakam, and try to help yourself. Nobody can help us. If I am hungry, somebody else cannot take food on my behalf. If I have got a health problem, I cannot tell somebody else to take medicine on my behalf. See? I have to live my life, I have to die my death. And so also, we have to recognize ourselves. All other things are okay in its own place. But that should not become the major issue of our life. If we look within, this is what happens. The worldly things, worldly problems, it becomes such a big issue. That issue we carry 24/7. So, Swatmanam Swayam Mukshva, and thus enjoy your own being. We enjoy music, we enjoy movies, we are bored of ourselves. Therefore we go. Hare Gupta ji, early morning, how come you have come here? No, I was getting bored, so I thought, why not go to you? Why you are getting bored? Who came? No, there was nobody. I was all alone. Therefore I was getting bored. What does it mean? What a solid bore he must be. Who gets bored of himself? See? Like somebody wakes up from the sleep because of his own snoring. Now what the doctor can tell him? Go to other room. Swatmanam Swayam Mungshva. This is another important spiritual practice. Remain alone without feeling loneliness. Never have that feeling, you are a more or a. Understand, you are under the tremendous influence of your mind. Mind has boredom. See? Therefore, Swatmanam Swayam Mukshva Swastho Bhava Shadanana. Hey Kartika, Swastaha Bhava. Abide in your own self. Swastha means at ease. When we are not at ease, it is a dis-ease. Swa, our own self, stha, abiding. Be yourself, be yourself. And the most important thing, being is non-specific existence. When you become, you have added some specialities in you. Like man is non-specific existence. Then he becomes husband, has become specific. He becomes father, has become specific. He becomes officer, has become specific. So this specificity, it is added on the absolute, creates the illusory personalities. And we get deluded by these illusory personalities. And thereafter we start living as somebody. And therefore the real spiritual practice is, we do not have anything extraordinary. No. We should be most ordinary. Nothing special about it. Be yourself. Swamatmani swayam truptaha swamatmanam swayam chara atmanamiva modasva vaidehi muktiko bhava. Swamatmani swayam truptaha. Discover fulfillment within yourself. And swamatmanam swayam chara. And live with yourself. Don't have that bore hore, let us run away from ourselves. There was one lady, she used to come, last many years she hasn't come. She used to come and help me in sorting out my room, cleaning it and all that. One day she came and I was doing something on my table, and my table is most disorganized. I cannot organize it. If I organize, I don't get my things. When they are spread everywhere, I can get them. So she will come and make everything. So I asked her one day, she did everything, my almiras and books and everything neatly done. I asked her, I said, Amma, what is the magic wand in your hand? You come in 5 minutes, you make everything so neat and beautiful. She says, Swami, I have got to one question. What is the magic wand in your hand? In 2 seconds you make everything same. It doesn't remain like that. So, Swamatmanam Swayam Jara. Take care of yourself. Then, Atmanam Eva Modasva. Be happy with yourself. Many people, those who are in depression, they are not happy with themselves. It's a very important spiritual practice. But for a spiritual practice means take the hand, round it and try to hold the nose and do pranayam. Don't do that. Therefore, the ultimate of all spiritual practice is be happy. Don't seek happiness. And start, even if you are not happy, you insist, yes, I am happy. Slowly, one day, Arey, I am really happy. You will be worried. See? Anything you repeat, you become that. Anything you repeat. There was one girl in Pune, her mother used to tell her always. She told me afterwards. When I went to their house, the mother told, hey, give Swamiji water, I am doing something, I will come. So she took the glass of water and bringing to me. A girl of 22 years of age. Now when she is drinking water, is it necessary to give instruction to that girl? She is not a 2 years old child. While giving, don't dash somewhere the glass and break it. And exactly that happened. Then, next day she was going to work. So she told me, Swamiji, I am going on my scooter for work today for the first time and I am putting on sari. I have been always with pant, shirt and all that, but in this school they have told us that you have to come with the sari, you cannot come in any other attire. So I am going for the first time on my scooter. How do I look? I say, you look very beautiful, no doubt about it, but you are going, don't tear your sari. Evening she came, sari was torn. Anything you repeat, it will start happening. You repeat, you are happy. And you are happy. And all those people who are miserable, they are very strong egos. Because they are seeking attention. See? A miserable person attracts more than a happy person. Therefore, here the teacher says, Swatmanam swayam truptaha swayam atmanam swayam chala atmanam iva modasva vaidehi muktiko bhava. This is the meaning of being liberated while alive and liberated always. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.